Right, viewers, Buster's changed a bit, hasn't he? He's turned into a smaller version. Who thinks he's a parrot? He's on my blooming shoulder. Wow. This one's Poppy. Is it?
Pissy Poppy.
I've just popped. Well, that makes two of us, doesn't it, Poppy?
Funky Fudge.
I've popped over to one of my nearest metal detecting buddies nowadays because he moved not so long ago, and we're just buzzing with the doggies, aren't we, Dean?
Yeah, we come to talk a bit of hunting, and basically, it's more of a dog show at the moment. They're all into getting on. Wonderful Buster with Fudge, unbelievable.
Yeah, and they're both toothless wonders apparently.
Oh yeah, they're both gummy bears.
Little Fudge there, wherever I can't see them now. There's Fudge.
The toothless one.
There's Bubbles.
Coming up, Bust.
Where's your dad, Bub?
Coming up.
And I'm loving it.
A parrot.
I'll sit here all day if I've got a little dog on my shoulder, kids. Hello, hello. Dean's just said it's all about the dogs, and I agree totally.
Best companions, mate.
Look at that little yo-yo. Look at the little whip.
She won't stay away. Come on, let's play. Come on. Come on.
She's got. What is she? A miniature chihuahua?
Yeah.
Oh.
An apple head chihuahua.
Apple head. Beautiful, aren't you, darling? And these two are best mates now. Neither of these have got teeth. Fudge is 11.
Gummy bears.
Both gummy bear best mates. And the little one is all curious.
Very curious, Steve.
Poppy's never known any other dogs really, apart from Fudge.
Beautiful, mate.
But I tell you what, Poppy will be best friends with Buster soon.
Oh, it's happened down, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you just had a pee, Buster. That's.
Yeah,
oh.
fuck the legs. Fudge,
oh yeah. Fudge has done it now.
Yeah, mark the territory.
Can't let that pass, Buster.
Go on, Bust. Look at him, look at him. He's got a great little sidekick on him, Fudge, isn't it?
And this little one, you're lovely, aren't you? Aren't you beautiful? Aren't you beautiful? Hey, you're beautiful. And she's a proper rocket. She's a pocket rocket.
She loves you, mate.
This one loves me, but I can't keep hold of her long enough. Look, there she is. She likes old Anglo Celtic. There's Bubbles. There's Bubble. I'm spoilt for doggies. Just come round here. Just have me doggy hour round at Dean's. Bring Buster. Hello, hello, hello. Come here, Bobby. Dean is not only a lover of dogs. He's been digging bottles since he was 12 years old, and he's got some amazing bottles and stuff in his house there. I'll show you them soon after we've had our cup of tea and that. He has got some amazing bottles and pot lids and relics. I'm actually jealous. We've just come inside because this is where Dean's got a lot of his bottles, and to me they're mind blowing because I've played at bottle digging. I've found my best bottles in rivers and stuff, but Dean, he's lived and breathed it for decades since he was 12 years old.
Got loads more in the garage in boxes.
And he's just educating me. I don't know. This one is Warner's Safe Cure.
Yeah, and
it's got a picture of a safe on it, and he's got a matching pair of them two here, pretty much. But like Dean was saying, these are straight out of the era of Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
And they've got London on the bottom. But this one he's showing me as well. This is amazing. I'm going to take this out into the sunlight. Be very careful, never ever to drop it. Can you see there? That is King Henry VIII, and it says B.W. Brown, Invincible Ale, a dish for a king. It says on the bottom, and it's local.
I'm King Henry VIII.
It's local to Redditch.
Yeah, yeah.
And Dean's got
There's another green one there.
Hold them both up.
There's two. I've got the.
So that's the brown one.
Yeah.
That's the green one. And how's the song go, Dean?
I'm King Henry VIII. I am.
And everybody
I'll
wants.
just show you the other colours.
Everybody wants bottles like this.
Yeah,
Into bottles.
they're just addictive.
They're not for sale. These bottles.
These are the slight earlier variations of them.
Oh, I love them.
They're the little dumpy ones. Look, look at the embossing on them.
There, but you can see that they're a smaller size. But
Yeah.
oh, they're beautiful.
See the embossing on them varies. It's a different embossing than that one. So this is what it's all about. You can get them in this condition as well.
Absolutely beautiful.
The tip was dug out years ago, but they're, you don't see them
want to
anymore.
tell us about these small pot lids? You was
Yeah.
going to tell me something about them.
Yeah, basically, these pot lids, these would have had a crock base. You can easily get them. You dig them up, but I haven't got any at the moment. I'll have to go through the garage, but they went on a crock base. Let's say that's the base.
Yeah.
So you go into the shop, you go into the chemist and you say, I want some toothpaste. We buy it in a tube. That would have a paper band glued round it. You take off, this is cherry toothpaste. So to brush your teeth, you get your bone toothbrush. It would have had hog hair.
Yeah.
Would have had hog hair, like a stiff bristle made of there.
It's got many of the old
Yeah.
toothbrush.
So they would have basically dipped it in the paste, which is like a pasty powder, and give the old gnashers a scrub a ducker. But that's what you call how it should be. It beats a plastic tube, doesn't it?
Talk about young head Victoria.
Yeah. They don't make them like that anymore.
I mean, you're saying there's a reason what?
Yeah,
these are a bit different. These small ones.
These small ones, very rare really. I've dug loads broke in the past, but you keep the good ones you get. These are miniature samples.
Oh,
If you see there, it's got free sample. So these were given away. They were given away. I'll just turn it round for you this one. They were given away as samples, so you could have a little taste of the toothpaste to see if you liked it.
Wow.
And then you go and buy the big pot.
That's amazing.
These Prattware, these are relatively common now because the markets fell out of these. But if you dig one, you'd keep it because they're lovely to dig.
Lovely,
it's just
colourful.
like you know. And these were basically posh pots for pastes, fish pastes and whatnot. Prattware lids they're called. And these are around the 1850s, 60s, 70s. Yeah. And there's millions of variations, but people kept them as ornaments even back in them days.
I can see why.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful.
And they would collect them.
Anybody who's got a passing interest in bottles, I've got to watch these dogs.
Come on.
They'll know once they've had a little go at digging themselves or looked on eBay. Any bottle with blue on or it's made out of blue glass, it always makes it immediately more collectible.
Yeah.
And Dean was just telling me these three are all from Birmingham ginger beers, and you can date the tips by what you're finding on them. Everything is dateable with research. So you can see how the kite there is curved. This one is more rare because kite is written in a straight line. And this is just why it is so addictive. It's so addictive digging all these wonderful relics from the past and learning as you go basically. And Dean's forgot a lot more already than I ever knew, but I do love all the bottles and the history and the designs. I have to keep bringing these bottles outside because the light's not the best in the conservatory, but I'm terrified of the dogs damaging them. This logo, a Relics ginger beer company, it's got a flying phoenix there, and the phoenix is actually holding, what's the phoenix holding, Dean?
He's holding a cod bottle and a Hamilton bottle.
So
in his
yeah,
claws.
That phoenix is holding a Hamilton bottle, the ones that are like curved,
They lie down on the side, yeah.
and the other type of bottle, ginger beer. And if you look closely, this is why each bottle might look similar to the next, but on this one it says Ipsley Street Redditch, and on that one it just says Redditch. That's a £500 bottle all day. That
Mega rare.
£500, 500 English pounds, and Dean has dug much more expensive bottles than that over the years. But for me, they're all priceless.
If I never had that and someone dug it and it was a one-off, I'd pay them that.
Yeah.
A bottle's worth what someone wants to pay.
Yeah.
It can be worth £1.50. That's the same company. That's the Hamilton bottle.
Watch him, mate.
He's all right, bud.
So this is an example of what we call a Hamilton bottle, and this is the same company as what we've just been looking at. Oh, and there's the Flying Phoenix. Wow. Oh, that's amazing. Absolutely
Steve,
amazing.
these are also called nicknamed bomb bottles.
Yeah,
because they reckon
take hold of it.
in the war they could have put like a gunpowder in them of some kind and used them as like a German bomb, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these here, they're made, as you see, it won't stand up.
Nope.
They were made to lie on the side.
Yeah.
Because when they were put on ships and in transport, because the cork in there, and it was wired off, the cork had constant water to keep it swollen, to trap it in the neck.
Keep it swollen.
If upright, the corks, the water wouldn't be touching the cork would dry and fall inside the bottle, you'd wasted your drink. So because they lay on the side, brilliant invention.
It kept the cork moist.
Kept the cork
and
constantly
kept
moist.
the bottle sealed tight.
Yeah.
These two, good as gold together, but little Fudgy can't keep still, keeps circling Buster.
Gets it from me on.
Hey, none of that, children. Stop it, children.
Pair of puffs.
Yeah, your puffs. Buster's too old.
Oh my God.
Buster doesn't know what's going on. But look, they're both toothless, and they both have the tongues hanging out.
Gummies, look.
Yeah, lovely doggies. Lovely doggies. There's a value to everything, viewers, and I tell you what, I'm just a natural moocher, so I don't need a metal detector. But it's not often I meet people who just know 100 times more than I do. I'm not saying I know it all. For me, none of it's planned. It's just natural part of what I do. But Dean's just been getting very excited.
I do.
About 1960s crisp bags.
Crisp packets. And 1970s, mine. I used to love Bones, you know, at school. Remember Bones crisp? They were in the shape, they had a skull on the front.
I thought
and
you
horror,
meant Bones.
horror Bones. And yeah, if you're digging any, if you go into like a woods or a place that was popular with the public years ago, where it's built up with loads of leaf mulch, you know, the droppings from the trees, the build up layers, well, you can literally count yourself down in years from 1980, 79, 1974, 1976, and if you keep pulling the leaves back, you'll come across crisp bags, and then they all basically, the lower they are,
do these
the
crisp
older they
bags
are,
have a value?
and they're perfectly preserved. And if you were to go on eBay and type in old crisp bag or old crisp packet, you'll be shocked how much they're fetching. They're very collectible.
How
It's
much?
crazy, ain't it? Over £100. Some are asking £200, from £10 up to £100 to £200.
So when you're sitting in the hedge and you're having your sandwich on a dig, and you come across a Smith's crisp packet from 1962,
keep it.
put it in your finds pouch.
What it is under the leaf mulch of the years of droppings from the trees, it seems to preserve the wrappers, and you can even see the dates, you know, especially when you're getting the 1970s ones, and it preserves the plastic for some reason. And it seems to keep the colouring in it.
See, viewers, you're always learning on Anglo Celtic.
We're all magpies, aren't we?
With Dean, pot noodle, relic hunter.
I mean, I know this nutter who collects pot noodles, you know, he lives round here somewhere.
I'll show you his collection in a minute.
This guy
Dean.
is into pot noodles.
I'll show you his collection before the end of this video, mate.
Okay.
This is just a few bits what he's got out earlier. You've seen a lot of this, but there's those lovely bottles. That's this. If you want to pause the video, I don't know, or it's got a great write-up on this clotted cream. Let me read some of it. To use with tarts, stewed fruits, it is unrivaled, and to coffee, cocoa and chocolate it gives a richness and flavour unapproachable. Children and persons requiring a nutritive diet are by its free use greatly benefited. It's just amazing. It's better than cod liver oil, they're trying to say, this clotted cream. And it's clotted cream, but they stick all the quack stuff on it. It's like medical profession. Let's go and have a look at some of the lids and bottles over here. I haven't had a close-up of these. These are a lot of the iconic, like, cherry toothpaste. I'm not an expert, but I've seen a lot of them. Cherry toothpaste, cold creams. Lovely, like, young Victorian heads on these. There's 3 of them there in a row. just like you've got on the shillings and that, because she was such an idol of the people in Victorian times. And let me move the camera back down here. We got them kites with the blue top there, and he's also got another one, brown topped. All these for anybody who doesn't know anything about bottles. I refer to this as like stoneware, and I also just use like generic names like beige and brown. You've got the blue there, but these are all ginger beers, as it says there on that one. These ones here, this is a small version. These are what's known as cod bottles. You've got the marble in a bottleneck. It sealed it with some rubber, and I think they get the name cod.
Yeah.
It's because if you look at
Cod Hamilton, it was down to the person who invented the actual patent of it.
okay,
Hiram Cod, his name was Hiram Cod.
Hiram Cod invented that, and that's why they're called Cod's bottles. But
You know, the saying Cod's wallet was when they smashed them for the marbles.
right, so that's it. Cod's wallop. That saying is when they broke that marble out the neck. That's where Cod's wallop comes from. Beautiful. Oh, oh, there's the 3 blue top ones, and there's the Henrys again. 4 Henrys in a row there. Sarah Deus, you'll have to get out bottle digging, Sarah Deus, darling, if you watch this video, because I know you are the biggest fan in the world of Henry VIII. And there's 4 Henrys there, just for you, Sarah. You puff. Right, now this is a shout out to our new buddy, Badger at Flabberry Mill. I've seen your little bottles in your cabinet, but me and Dean believe that there's got to be a proper primo mucho tip at the mill.
Yeah.
You reckon, Dean?
Anywhere with history, they would have tipped it somewhere.
And we're coming to get some mega relics for your cabinet. Whatever we dig, you have the choice, obviously. And we'll have the pickings from what Badger
They had to
don't
put the
want.
rubbish somewhere, and if it was a
I was
quite location.
telling the viewers the other day, Badger's wife Lucy was telling us there's an intact stone, millstone, the big millstone,
Oh yeah.
still in the river.
We'll get it out. You'll get it out for him.
You can come and help me, Dean.
Yeah, I'll lift it with you, brother. No problem. This is a 1970s piece Spencer internal stopper. This is one of the earliest. It's got a wooden stopper in it, so it's still in there. That would have blocked the neck,
stopper,
and they would have gone push, and they would have drank it.
a bit like my wooden teeth viewers.
Yeah, all right. Cheers, brother.
Here's to old relics like me and Dean. Right, so Dean's actually got this pot lid in a frame. I've never seen this pot lid online or anywhere, let alone dug anything like it. You tell us about this pot lid that you obviously love enough that you framed it, Dean.
It's a classic pictorial. It's called My Roberts.
Hold it up.
Yeah, this is a classic. I framed my favourite ones. This is a little girl looking over a fence, and it's cherry toothpaste, but you see all the little cherries there. And they call it, there's 2 companies who copied this. I think 3 did it. They did it in green as well. And the original company was My Roberts, but this is Something & Co. So they copied each other's transfer because it was a pretty lid, but it was a very popular seller. All that it was to take the lid off, brush your teeth and fling it in the bin after. Is that a criminal offence?
Well, it caught people's eye, and that's why people
Bought it, yeah.
People who lived in places like Grimpits Lane.
Yeah.
What's this? A sign from Old Church, did you say?
Yeah, it was tipped in the ditch. It was when they renewed the post. So I thought I'd bring it back as a little memento because I live not far from there. But the Grimpits Lane story goes, there's supposed to be 2 large plague burial pits down there, and all the locals seem to believe it. So
A grim
pits lane,
plague pit.
Well, plague pit is grim, ain't it? Really.
What? So I reckon there's some bottles you ain't dug in.
No, I was just looking here, and the dogs have just run over. No,
Oh, what's that one?
look at that one.
Oh,
See that?
but that's the thrill
there.
of it, isn't it, Dean?
This is what it's all about. Look, you're digging through the Victorian ash, right? You're getting not a lot at the time, and all of a sudden you see a little glint like that. So you get your spade and you just trop around it like that. And remember, they're covered in ash when you dig them, and you're shaking with excitement because you sometimes see the base and you think you get these planes sometimes, you see, and you turn it round and you say, "Wow, look at that!" Now, who wouldn't love that? What a buzz! We love finding coins, but imagine finding these as well.
Any of these
You know what I mean? £1 look, a
artefacts.
Victorian pot lid that was made for cold cream that some Victorians have thrown away. It's amazing, really.
What's that?
This one here.
I've never seen one with a gold rim.
Yeah, the gold bands, you can, some wear off, cherry toothpaste,
Edge basting.
for cleansing and
And
preserving.
they all tell stories. That's
Yeah.
going on about teeth and gums. It's got the name Edge Basting.
Pharmaceutical
You have
5
names of
ways, yeah.
roads. Proper social history.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah, love it, love it. No, that's fine.
Are you sure?
Everybody knows that Buster's a big fan of cake. I call him my Spanish cake hound.
Louise?
And Louise, Dean's wife, has made this cake especially for me and Buster.
That's right.
Is that right, Louise,
Yeah,
darling?
that's right. You're welcome, Stephen.
Oh, God bless. I mean, it's
The size of
massive.
that?
It's massive.
Give me the cake.
And you've got a passion for making cakes.
I
haven't
love
you,
doing
Louise?
it, yeah, yeah.
You and Alex made them beautiful ones for my birthday last week.
We did, yeah.
And Dean's been telling me that you go.
She's a good girl, though, honestly.
You go into the local village and that, and people.
Yeah, I've sold quite a few in the area.
Happy days.
Happy days.
Happy days.
Top hunters.
Top hunters. She might be coming to Detective this year.
Cheers, Louise.
You're welcome.
And you definitely need to come to Detectiveville for,
I'm gonna, yeah.
for the crack.
I'll keep my eye on him, haven't I?
I'll try and get you a free ticket.
Oh, you're a gent.
I'll try. Bye bye, sweetheart. Bye bye, Poppy. Bye bye, Fudge. I will bring him back round soon. Don't you worry. All right, kids. Dean, it's been a pleasure.
More than a pleasure to have you, brother.
Seeing your wonderful collection.
Thank you very much.
What I'm really excited about, though, is me and you are going to add to our collections.
We're going to go out and smash some ash.
We certainly are, mate.
Ash smashers.
I've just bought my dad. I went to the recycling centre, right, and I've just bought my dad this fucking aerobics thing, you know, and he's just having a little play on it and that, and he was like, yeah, he goes, you know what's best about it? And I goes, what? And he said, well, it's recycling.